Hi, my name is Francisco Silva, and in fact, this is part number 2 of the Discovering Your Purpose series. And right now, what I'm going to be sharing with everybody is the principle that your purpose determines and influences the positioning or the status in your life. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take the time and explain through an example that I believe that everyone can actually relate with. For instance, a steering wheel, okay, of a vehicle. The purpose of the vehicle is to direct and to guide the car. And due to its purpose, it influenced the positioning of where it was located in the car. It was located in the driver's seat. Why? Simple. Because of its purpose. Since a person needs to be behind the steering wheel to be able to drive the car and steer the steering wheel needs to be in the place of the car that has the best visibility. The person driving or directing, using the steering wheel to guide the car and steer it, needs to be in the seat that has the best visibility so he can actually be able to see the best. Now, due to that, that's the reason why you don't find steering wheels in the trunk of the car, okay? You don't find steering wheels in the hood of the car. You don't find steering wheels in the rims of the car. Why? Because it will be out of alignment of positioning. Its purpose determines exactly where in the car it needs to be. And to function at its best, it needs to stay right there. Now, this principle of positioning applies to everyone as well, including yourself. So, whenever you determine your purpose, because of your purpose, it determined your positioning of where you're supposed to be functioning in life. And your duty, okay, once you find that out, is to stay right there. And that itself is so critical. I can't even stress that enough. So, due to that, a steering wheel should never try to be an engine. Okay, common sense, right? But people don't apply that in real life. A steering wheel should never try to be one of the four wheels of the car. Think about it. If the steering wheel per se, keeping with that example, attempts to be one of the four wheels of the car, it will fail and it will fail miserably. The second the steering wheel is actually placed in the rim of the car, then screwed inside, automatically, due to the pressure of the vehicle, the steering wheel will fold instantly. Why? It wasn't designed to carry the weight. Within itself, the steering wheel only carries the capability to steer the car, nothing else. So it's so important to stay within your precision in itself. Now, there's a lot of this going on in the world. There's a lot of people that are not in alignment of where they're supposed to be based upon what their purpose is. Okay, so let me give you two scenarios. The first scenario is the individual that don't know their purpose. So by default, you're out of alignment because you're experimenting in life. Okay, let's face it. Now, the second scenario is the individual that does know their purpose, and they might even be pursuing their purpose, but yet part-time, they're also pursuing something else. So out of default, automatically, you too are out of alignment. Because your job is to discover your purpose and focus, stay full-time in that specific area. Listen, I know that there's a lot of good things in this world. There are. But you were only designed to tackle one thing. So you need to be in your area and let that other person be in their area. Because God purposely created an individual to specifically tackle and carries within himself the capabilities to do that extra thing that you're involved in effectively. And I know that it's unfortunate that a lot of people are not doing their job. They're not fulfilling their purpose. So there's a lot of things left undone in this world. So that's why you want to get involved in those things. But let me tell you something. It is not your job to do everything. Your job is to do one thing, your purpose. You need to stay in alignment. Based upon what your purpose is, it will influence the status, it will influence your place in this earth. And it's your duty and obligation to stay there. My whole point is that there is a huge difference between good and right. Right is when you know your purpose of where you're supposed to be, or what you're supposed to be doing on this earth, and which influence your positioning, and your duty is to stay there. That's right. Everything else is good because you can actually be involved in a ministry, which is literally saving a ton of people, feeding a lot of people, doing all these things which are good and beneficial for our society. But it is not right because it's not within your divine assignment. So you're out of alignment. Okay? And I promise you that you will do so much more of an impact and you will leave so much more of a dent in this world if you stay focused in the area that you're supposed to be focusing in. You stay in your part and let the other people that have an anointing in the part that you're trying to get involved in stay in their part. That's how you will influence the world at a greater level. And believe me, what I'm telling you, you will make a higher impact in your area when you stay there. Now, if you have any questions in regarding to this specific topic, my information to reach out to me will be in the description below in the YouTube. And stay tuned to part 3 of this series.